both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On third down, Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Yards still left on second down. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now Wentz on third down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away, and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
That one goes for 24 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Lynch on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Lynch. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson from 10 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. One receiver left, two to the right.
Here we go. Blue Liners.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
All right, here we go. Blue Liners. Back that up, Willie. Here we go.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Lynch turns and gives to Booker. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Lynch to throw. They'll set up the screen for Forsett. No, not a good sign here. He is still down on the field. And he's obviously an integral part of this offense.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Demaryius Thomas, and it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And McManus able to put it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw is Wentz. His throw incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Ertz over the middle. Stays on his feet. 8 yards there and a 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Wentz now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Wentz now on first down. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! No, check, Patriots!
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So the Broncos coming out now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone likes to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is...
Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys are playing the inside, those inside.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Third down, Booker. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. But it gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of it.
Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. In the backfield is Anderson. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard of the pickup there.